Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. This is David Sikin Near Me Comics. All right, it's a controversial first appearances in comics, and people will say otherwise. The market will say otherwise, but to me, I'll go with this one. Why? Because it's in my collection, and also it's not as expensive as I thought it would be. All right, no, regardless of the monetary value, which I will tell you exactly what it sold for, round ballpark figures in the past 3 months. But there's a controversial because still people are arguing what is the first appearance and what is not. And each book I will tell you, I will probably say because it's one is due to cover, it's due to who the hell knew it was a first appearance on previous issues or what. But anyway, I will give you my reasons why I think these are the very first appearance in the comic book. All right, first one, Superman Batman issue number 4. um, Superman Batman annual issue number 4, art germ cover. Right, and there's right there Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond. Well, this happens to be the first time Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis, is in the DC continuity. All right. Cool cover. There's also second printing that you want to look out for. Anyway, the reason why is one, he's definitely in the cover. Cool art term cover. All right. But people are saying recently, not too long ago, a few years back, somebody pointed out that Superman Batman issue number 32, which came out previous before this issue 4, that has Terry McGinnis in the comic book in the continuity, which forbids, I mean, it could be there is some character that kind of do look like, man, I wish I had a PowerPoint to show you guys. But anyway, if you've been reading Superman Batman when it came out, issue number 32 and 33, go check it out. And you make your own assumption, like which would be considered as the first Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond in the DC continuity. All right, we're talking about first, not first appearances. Well, on the comics, it's the first appearance in comics. So first in comics and in continuity. All right, this is not a clickbait. So people are saying Superman Batman issue number 32, 33 are the one that considered as his first time in DC continuity. To me, I think I go with the better cover. I'll go with the one that he actually in the continuity as the story. So I guess you can call it the full. I don't know. Have you read it? If not, go read it. This one, it sells for $20. The second print, which has a little bit lower print with the red background, has more appeal to it. So that one goes for probably around $50. This is 20. I'll go with this one here. The red was just a little bit too washed out for me. Cool, but I prefer this. All right. If I'd wanted the other one, I probably would have gotten it, but I stick with that one. All right. This one is definitely something to talk about. All right. Green Lantern, New 52, issue number 20. This has a wraparound cover done by Doug Mackey. First, Jessica Cruz. All right. First, Jessica Cruz. The hand. All right. If you know, you know. If you don't, go. All right. I think this has a real cool cover. And also, this in the last panel is a cameo appearance now. Cameo. But she doesn't fully appear in a full body. It's just a hand. But her name was called out. Jessica. All right. So, like I said, I wish I had some slide to kind of show you, but anyway, controversial. Is this the first appearance of Jessica Cruz? A lot of people are saying No, it's not. It's just the hand with her name called out now. But everyone was saying is the Justice League issue number 31, which you can fully see Jessica Cruz getting called out by the ring. All right, but I prefer the cover. If you look at the Justice League 31, I don't know. Like I said, you decide what you want in your collection. But to me, the name was called and her hand was showing. Right, that hand later in Justice League 31 becomes Jessica Cruz, and that is also considered as a cameo. This one, we're probably looking at around $8 to $10. There's a combo, there's a newsstand, and there's a black and white, which is one out of, I believe, is one out of 25. So, like I said, it's a real cool cover. I'm a comic cover collector, along with some, I don't know, first appearances. I like to speculate, but I don't know. I'll go with this one here. All right, it's more affordable. Anyway, so that's that. All right, next one here is. Let me take the condom off this comic book. Just do not justice here. Flash, Rebirth, issue number 1. First appearance of Detective August Hart. That becomes Godspeed. So first appearance of Godspeed. In the last cameo, in the last panel, it shows Godspeed. All right. First appearance of the character that becomes Godspeed, and there's a Godspeed at the cameo at the end. All right. But no, people are saying, his first true appearances in Flash Rebirth issue number 6, where you can see him on a cover along with his full story. All right. Controversial. What's the first appearance? Is it a cameo or is it a full? Is it a hand that does it? Is it the hand that matters and the name that been called out, or is it the full appearance of her within the storyline? Cameo. All right. Along with people are saying, no, 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 no. Godspeed is issue number 6. Really cool character, Godspeed. I think happens to be one of the powerful speedsters that I have read. He can be in multiple places. You know, he can be here, but he can be somewhere else, generating using his speedster power. Anyway, I'll go with this, and this is the reason why I got this. I'll go with Godspeed. First appearance is in Flash Rebirth, issue number 1. If you haven't read it, it was a really good story by Joshua Williamson. I think the first 12 issue was really good. Go look into it. Yeah. I remember this is DC Rebirth is the one that actually got me into reading comic book. And when I read it, Godspeed, this was the book. Here we are. This one here, raw copy, you can buy it for less than $5. And the past 3 months is sold. But guess what? Issue number 6 is selling for $10. So you decide what you want in your collection. If you want to go with the market, issue number 6 it is. But if you really think about what the true first appearance are, probably want to go with issue number 1. Right? A little bit more affordable. All right. Next one. This is also very controversial. What is the first appearance? What is the second appearance? All right. To me, this is the book. Invincible Iron Man, issue number 7. This is the Woman of Power. There's also cover A with Mary Jane along with Tony Stark on the cover. Right. This is the first appearance of another person, the Tomoe. First appearance of Riri Williams in cameo or last page. All right. So, covered by David Lopez. Did not justice. This is one of my ugly ass cover, but anyway. First cameo appearance. All right. But you can, if you read the last panel, you see Riri Williams' face as she's opening the door. Um, and Riri William becomes Ironheart. So issue number 9, she's actually, anyway, in this issue, somebody from the Stark Enterprise knocks on door, and she opens the door. I don't think it was a Stark. I think it was somebody was complaining anyway. So she opens the door. There she is in the last panel. Her face was there, right? So I don't know. I'll go with this one here, right? I never got an issue number 7 because I believe that this is her first appearance, and this is the reason why I got this. Along with, it's not an easy book to come by. All right, and there's also issue number 7. There's a apocalypse variant that is supposed to be really high as a full Riri William. I don't know. You decide what's the first appearance. All right, the next one here is Captain Marvel number 17. This is a second print. There's also a first print with Captain Marvel kind of flying, and that one goes for what is that? Oh, okay. Um, yeah, that one goes for at least about what, $10, $15. All right. The 98 of this on a second print sold for $735. Of this grade 96, people are asking 600, but I think this is at least about $400 to $500 book. Cover A in a 90, probably about 185, so and so. But anyway, this one here is the first appearance of Kamala Khan, but it says here, first cover appearance predates all new Marvel now. All right, point one and Miss Marvel 1. All right, so Miss Marvel Kamala Khan cover predates, but this happens to be, they consider this as a second, in this issue, not the cover. In this issue, Captain Marvel 17 becomes her second cameo appearance. Her first cameo appearance is Captain Marvel number 14. Now, if you know about that issue, there's one variant by Amanda Connors, the 1 out of 30. Really, really high to really, really hard to get, and along with very sought after because it's rare. And it does fetch. But that last panel has Miss Marvel telling, last panel is Miss Marvel saying get inside, and there's one character just standing there, and nobody knew. Everybody thought was this one here. This was supposed to be the first cameo appearance of Kamala. This one here, it shows her in a bedroom, in a room, with all the Miss Marvel, with Captain Marvel thing, and she gets her her costume or her suit. But anyway, if you haven't read it, go read it, and you decide what you think is considered as a first appearance. Anyway, going back to Captain Marvel 14, is that there was no name. She was just a random character on a panel where Miss Marvel saying get inside because it was, anyway. And then years later, somebody asked, who was that character? And they said, no, that's Kamala Khan. And because of that, Captain Marvel 14 was considered as the very first cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. Later becomes Miss Marvel. And of course, she becomes Miss Marvel in all new Marvel .1. And she has a solo series a few months after. But I will go with this one here, the second print, because she's on a cover. It predates the Marvel .1 along with Miss Marvel number 1. Besides all that cameo, this is the second cameo in a comic. First cameo is Captain Marvel 14. And yeah, it's weird, controversial. We can talk about what is the first and what is not. Everybody has their own demeanor of what they want in their collection. This is what I decided that is the first what's their first appearances, and due to cover, due to what makes sense for me, and don't let, I don't know, if you want the value of of your book to be, go with the market. But if you truly believe what his first appearance are, um, go look into it, do your research, and if you need to read it, go read it and make a sense of yourself, and see what is the character's first appearance in a comic or in continuity. All right. I hope you enjoyed this segment. If this is your first time into my channel, please subscribe and watch this video that is recommending. All right. Until next time, guys. Shoot.